If you're under the age of 18, the content of this particular video is not at all intended for you. Please stop watching now. Hey YouTube, it's Audrey and I'm here with the September installment of the Crack the Vault collaboration with Poetspice. In this collaboration, we are using products that we've had at least 6 months. That's the caveat. It has to be at least 6 months old. And we could have had it for longer than 6 months and have never used it or haven't used it in 6 months. So I will have a list of the other participants in the description box below. Please play along with the hashtag that's also listed in the description box. If you don't want to play along, you could always search that hashtag and find inspiration through the things that we are presenting each month. We do it each month for the year 2023 on the third Friday of the month. So for September, let me show you what I've used. These actually are not 6 months old for me. So this particular thing is a new thing that I've had about a few weeks. But I got it on the great big sale that LDRS Creative had, where they have 50% off most of their website actually. So I got some sentiment stacks, and I love sentiment stacks. I had a wavy one of theirs that I got several years ago. I just got some of the straight ones and the flag ones this time. But I love this amazing you set. It says things like, just a note to say that you're amazing, you're one of a kind, never stop smiling, you're the sensuous, whatever that means. You are more than amazing, you're my favorite, you're simply the best, better than all the rest, which reminds me of the Tina Turner song, Simply the Best. You make me so happy thinking of you, and never forget how truly amazing you are. So I saw that, I had to have that. So then I got the straight sentiment stack and then the shadow. So those are new, but this one is old. I believe I got this 2 years ago. This was part of a Crafter's Companion auto ship. And some people may not have had this one as long because this was actually the last one in the auto ship. However, after the first purchase, they put them on CraftStash individually, and I went and bought this one instead of waiting. It was going to be like almost 1.5 years before you got this one, and they had it right then. So canceled my auto ship, and I got this one right away. But this is the first time that I am using it. I used some Anna Griffin Charming Collage card toppers, and I've had this for, I don't even know how long. I've had this for several years. And speaking of sentiment strips, I have purchased a whole lot of the Tailored Expression ones, and I rarely use them, and it's something that I'm going to try to use more of because I really like them because they're long and slender, and you could just add them inside or outside of cards. You could also use them on scrapbooks pages if you want to, mini albums. So I used this one called Man, Myth, Legend, and it has a lot of humorous ones on here, like you're the man, the old man, the man, the myth, the legend, you're not old, you're vintage, I'm not saying you're old, but if you were milk, I'd sniff you, and dog years, you're dead, you're definitely 1 year, and Balder is crossed off and says older, you're officially a grumpy old man. So I thought that one was fun, and then I used for that particular set their flagged ones. So, and then the shadow strips. I also use this Life Happens greeting stamp, and I've had this for a few years now. I don't know when the last time is I've used it, so I believe it's been longer than 6 months. Then I use this Crafter's Companion Luxury Cardstock and precious metals. And then finally, I pulled out this embossed bright paper pad from Recollections that was a hot buy. So I'm going to move all the stuff out of the way and then show you what it is that I have made. So I made this birthday card. This uses the embossed paper, a little cardstock for another mat. This is from that Anna Griffin pack that I showed you. And then here are the here's one of the Tailored Expressions sentiment strips. And of course it says, I'm not saying you're old, but then when you open it up, I have lined it with the paper again, and then I use the if you were milk, I'd sniff you, and you're officially a grumpy old man. So I've been making a couple humorous cards lately, a little different for me, but that is the first one. So I made this card. Very elegant, very pretty. A birthday card for a friend. I did something a little different. I used gold to cut the lady out with, but then I used the gold behind it, but then I added a copper matting layer. And at first I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but the copper is a matte finish, and I really kind of like that combination. So I used it to also matte the sentiment. Never forget how truly amazing you are. And although I haven't glued them together yet, you will see I have the sentiments and the layers here that I cut out, but I will glue those together, and then I'll have those to be able to use whenever I need them. So then on the inside, I matted it with gold. I used 2 of the stamps from that stamp set, Celebrating the Magic of You and Happy Birthday. And then the back is just my stamp, and it is on a Tonic Studio Ivory 5x7 card base. So with all the layers, this is pretty heavy. So I definitely will be adding extra postage to it. But I like the way this turned out. There are lots of options you could do. I could have made this into a shaker with, you know, some thin foam tape around the edge. But I just wanted it to be elegant. I needed to go in the mail, so didn't want to add a lot of extra noise and things to it. But that is what I have for you for this installment of The Vault. I will see you again soon. You have a great and very, very blessed day. Bye-bye.